Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. You are sitting with J Strategies, where we bring you the latest and the greatest crypto news and much, much more. Late night shill and chill, and we're going to dive right on in. Let's get it. Alright, we're going to go live and we're going to talk about a bunch of different things. And we're going to look through the markets, we're going to spin through the markets, spin through the charts, and we're going to see what's happening on long-term, short-term, and just, kind of extending from yesterday's video. Yesterday we did a long-term outlook, so today we're just going to look at like a couple little details of where the market is going and what's happening actually in the market and what is manipulating the actual price and why the price is moving the way that it is moving. So we're going to look at some data and some statistics and actual moves that people are making and why they're making the moves, because that's what makes the market move. Okay, and as you can see, Sydney session is open. Alright, Tokyo session is open, and the daily open on Tokyo, we're below that on the immediate very short-term 5-minute chart, so it was actually pulling down on the price for Tokyo. That's what we were watching, and we're just going to see if we're going to hit some of these moving averages. So we'll hop into those charts for short-term and see what's happening on this Monday open with different news and information, and we will actually see bring NFTs to Bitcoin and innovation of Casey Ramar's original protocol. Alright, so that's what's happening on over there. We're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the information and news that we have over here. And, yep. We're going to take a look at some of the information and news that's over here on our Coin Telegraph. And take it to where we got to go and get with it. Let me go ahead and hop on in here so I can hit some of the chats, tweets, and stuff that we got going on. Let me go ahead and get this and hit it and get with it. So we got with it. What's up, guys? Alright. So I just wanted to make sure that we were over there. Take a look at some of the top pushing meme coins out there on the markets. Okay, don't forget to swing by the Twitter page, so that way you can get all of the new information coming out and pushing and rocking there. You guys can see that and got that in the chat, and we're just going to pump that and push that and pull that into there. Just rocking with it, pulling it, crypto news. I was looking on Twitter for some crypto news and see what's happening, see what's going on over there, and that's something that we can actually look at. Okay. And then let me go ahead and pull up the coin market cap. Okay. So today's coin market cap is at 1,075,000,000,000. 24-hour volume is at 34 billion. Bitcoin dominance 42.2%. Ethereum dominance 18.6%. Okay. Bitcoin is coming in at 23,499, and on the 24-hour it's up 1.6%. Yeah, I'm gonna half that. You heard? On the 7-day for Bitcoin, you see it's down 3.08%. Market cap for Bitcoin, look at that. So $453 billion market cap. So we are up. Actually, some nice numbers from our long-term outlook video that we did yesterday, and you can see they're tapping those whole and half numbers, and we'll actually go ahead and look into the book map, but we'll pull that up in a little bit. Okay, and then we're actually going to go through and rock that, and we actually are live at the same time, okay, inside our chats here. Okay, so we're live at the same time inside Telegram and inside on YouTube over here. So we're just pumping, we're rocking. This is where I'm sitting, this is where I'm chilling at. You guys can get with it. I'm going to drop the actual link too, because you know what, if you want to come in and you want to talk or you want to say something, you can go ahead and swing on by there and I will get with it. Okay, let me go ahead and drop that inside the chat right there. Okay, paste, and then we're gonna grab our link again, and then we're gonna go ahead and push that link out there just for everybody to know what's good, and then we can drop our information and our news on different platforms and much more. Okay, so there's different news that we need to look at, and then I just wanted to drop this, drop the link. You can just go like this, and then you can raid and push your links. Okay, but this is the Twitter news feed. Okay, alright, so we're still on the overall cryptocurrency. So Ethereum sitting at $1,637, 24 hour up 2.87%, 7-day. So it's about even on the lines. Look at that, $200 billion market cap. So it did hit that 200 billion. 5.7 billion in volume, and Bitcoin had, I forgot to say that, Bitcoin had 16.7 billion in volume. Bitcoin's been sitting at these different volume levels. Okay, so it's definitely, some of the flows and payment systems. So we can actually take a look at that. We're going to hop into some of the charts over here on Crypto Quant. And then they give you different, just a bunch of information. But I'm going to make some stuff simple for you to understand and explain it to you. Okay? Alright. Tether USDT. Okay? Look at that. $70 billion market cap. Okay? $23.2 billion in volume. So that's when we look at the dominance on Bitcoin and USDT dominances. So that's basically right here like this, USDT dominance. And you can see the movements, and this is actually an immediate short term, but let me just go to a 30-minute, and then you can see that the dominance drops, so people flow money into Bitcoin, but it looks like it's swinging on the side. So we'll take a look at that and see what we got going on, and see where the money's flowing, where is it going, and where are we going to end up. Okay, all right, so BNB above that 300 mark, and we were talking about Binance BNB because we rocking with all the projects out there hitting it. So if you guys already know what it is, drop them, chill, push them, stop by the Twitter page. But you see BNB at $308, 24 hour is up, percentage 2.3%. $48.6 billion market cap, and look at $315 million in volume. So I want to see some more volume on Binance BNB, but they seem to be sitting by that mark in there, like a third of a billion. USDC coin, okay, 42.6 billion in market cap, 2.5 billion in volume. XRP sitting at the number 6 spot at 37 cents. Okay, and we are pretty much flowing even on the 24 hour. The 7 days pulled back on a 2.5%. Market cap is at 19.2 billion, and it's 455 million in volume. So they actually had a higher volume yesterday, but it was going into Sunday, but now it's swinging into Monday. So the payment processing systems that we talked about and we've been reading about, transfer flow, we're going to see some volume in there, and I'm really interested in seeing the volume. Okay, you want me to do that now? Yeah. Okay. All right, and then we got Cardano sitting at that 36-cent level. Okay, so at that 36-cent level. All right. Let me see, I lost my phone. Okay, 36-cent level. Okay. Cardano is sitting there. Here you go. And it is actually up in 24 hours, 1.95. Okay. And actually, when we were looking at the chart, yeah, it had that pullback on the 7-day. Careful. Okay, on the 7-day, it had that pullback. So it's on the 8%. Market cap is 12.7 billion and 204 in volume million. 204 million in volume. Binance is BUSD, okay, sitting there at the dollar. There's been some really high volume in Binance, and you can see that in these influxes where there was big money moved in and then big money moved out. There was actually a trade that was like $600,000 moved in USD, but it recovered right back up to its peg. So that's definitely, good. But you can see that it's hitting that 999. So money is flowing from BUSD back into the markets, and then you can see it flowing from BUSD into BNB. Okay, and the way the volume is rocking, and I want to see actually over the next half hour, 1 hour. So now that we're halfway through Sydney session and we're in Tokyo session, I want to be able to see what is happening in those sessions. Okay, so let's go ahead and see Cardano. Polygon, okay, is sitting at that $1.27 on Polygon. Okay, so on 24-hour on Polygon, it's up 2.4%. Market cap is 11 billion, and it has 414 million dollars in volume. Number 10 spot goes to the Doge. Doge likes to sit right at that 10 spot with $10.8 billion market cap. Doge is at 8 cents. We've been sitting at that 8 cents, closer down to the 8 cents even. But we did pull up 1.3% on the 24-hour. And let's go ahead and just swing down a little bit more into a couple of these other guys. Solano, $23. Look at that. In 24 hours, it's up 3%. $8.7 billion market cap. So seeing those money flows. So people actually have some confidence in Solano, even though the network has problems. But when the network's working, it works pretty good. Polkadot sitting in number 12 spot, 666. Oh my God, can't believe that number, 666. And then we're up 2.1%, and we already have a $7.7 billion market cap. And then our good old Shiba actually has some, some inflow. So it's up 3%. $7 billion market cap, 208 million in volume on that. So let's see, Solano has 372 million in volume. Polygon, so Matic actually, the volume has been, stably rising, slow mooning or whatever you want to call it. XRP, the same in volume, and then BNB. So it seems that these volume at levels on some of these coins, alts, when they're not Bitcoin or Ethereum, they seem to be in those kind of numbers and ranges. You know what I'm saying? Avalanche is at $18.32, and it's up 2.4%, $5.9 billion market cap, 148 million in volume. So that's something I want to watch also too. Litecoin, and I'm thinking because the dual mining for Litecoin and Dogecoin will actually help Litecoin, and if Dogecoin is accepted for more payment systems, then that would definitely be bullish for Litecoin as a whole. Okay, so we'll leave that over there, and then we'll see what's happening in the markets. Okay, so the first things first, what we're going to go through here is, let's go ahead, and first I like to look at the 1 hour chart so I know for a little bit of a longer term of what's going to happen on the 1 hour chart. I'm using Trader's Reality Indicator, and I'm going to show you in a minute how to get that. And I'm going to explain to you just briefly. You see those boxes, that green box is the Sydney session, Tokyo sessions in that yellow range right there. And then it also gives me all of my moving averages that are important, like the 50, the 200, and the 800. And also, it tells me what's happening in the candle. Is there high volume? Is there low volume? Is volume more on the sell side or buy side? So it's pretty much a hybrid system, and used by market makers and etc. to be able to see what's happening in the market in a more detailed view. Okay, so this is on the 1 hour chart, and you can see that we were up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, about 4 to around the 5 hour mark. Okay, we hit on the 1 hour chart. We hit that 200 EMA, which is that white line. All right, let me just get my mouse connected back. Let me get my mouse connected back properly. Okay, so we hit that. Okay, so I can show you everything right here. Okay. So I want to be able to, show you guys all the stuff here. I want to be able to show you what's going on. All right. Okay, and we got this, and then we got that. We got a little bit of this, we got a little bit of that, we got a little bit of this and that. Alright. Compares and much more. Let me see. I can come back and I can hide that, and then let me just go ahead and get all of that so I have that information. Okay, so on the 1 hour chart, and then I'm also using the RSI. Let me go ahead and show you this indicator real quick. Okay, TRAD, Traders Reality. That's how you get it, and you can follow with it. Okay, and learn how to utilize it. It's the hybrid system. Okay, the 50 EMA, because you can see this vector candle, and that's what pulled us above that 50 because it was acting as resistance. Alright, so that resistance level that we had, we broke through that and we headed towards the 200, and then it acted as resistance. So now this area is a nice area of support, but that's at the 23,230 level support. So we can actually make it back to that area, but I don't want to see us come back towards the 50 and then close candles below that 50. Okay, just go ahead and look at the 4 hour. We did talk about the long terms yesterday, so like we were thinking, okay, we were gonna hit the 50 on the 4 hour, get rejected, okay, and then retrace to some point, and that's the M1 pivot zone. That's at 22,990, so that's right below that. So that's what you know we're zooming forward towards. But you can see that the RSI is turning back in, and that's something that we're going to want to watch because we can see those pullbacks, and we did have that. The M2 pivot zone at 23.3, okay, is actually a important zone, and then we have our area that we talked about for major support. Let's go back to the daily, since we did close the other candles from the daily. So we did actually come into almost near the moving averages, and we're halfway through that vector candle, and then we closed yesterday's on a bullish note. I want to see that 5 cross back over, but if it doesn't, then we can, you know, consider it, you know, more on the long term, coming towards that 22,300 level, and that's what we're going to be watching as the New York market would be opening up. Okay, so the New York market opens up at Eastern Standard Time, okay, 9 o'clock, so we're going to be watching that. You can actually get with the information, and I'll drop that Telegram link in the chat for you guys, okay? And I'm going to actually grab this real quick and drop it like it's hot inside the different chats. Let me go ahead and okay, I'm gonna have to change that. Let me go ahead and drop this. Let's get with it, guys. Let me get that into our chat over there and come hit it with us. Okay, so you guys are here with us rocking. You can come in and kick it as you will. Push it, rate it, chill it, rock it, get with it. Okay, let's go back down. Okay, so we're on that longer term chart. Let's go back down into the immediate short term, since we are in those sessions right now. Okay, let me go ahead and get us all set up here, and we're gonna look at immediate short term to see what's going on and where we are at in these markets here. So we are at okay, let's talk about this. The boxes. Sydney was open, okay, and into the Sydney session, half hour around that time, into the Sydney session, that's when it started to pull back, okay, and we came below that 50 EMA and we tapped towards that 200. So I was actually watching for those quick trades, so I wanted to see what was going to happen. I'm still here. I'm still here. I just had to fix my mouse over there. Okay. So you can see that how we were hitting on the 5. Okay. This is the 5-minute chart, and we are right below that 50 EMA, and we are rocking towards it. So that's something that I would want to see if we are going to close and come towards it. The RSI is starting to tick, okay, and pulling to the upside. So if we're looking for immediate short-term trades, all right, which is basically what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to be doing some sessions inside the Telegram group, okay, private Telegram group, and then also rocking with the Binance projects, and you can see what they have in store. It's awesome what is coming in these projects. Don't forget to join and get with it. Full cool rocking transparency, and you know, whatever it is to be there. Okay. So that's on the immediate short term. And I mainly talked about Bitcoin because that's where we're at in the market. Alright? Alright. I talked about Bitcoin. I have Bitcoin up there. Okay. Gonna push that and then get that over there. Okay. Okay. That's immediate short term. We're coming towards that 5. Okay, 3 minutes left on that candle. And that's what we're going to be watching. Okay, let's look at these dominances. Bitcoin dominance, okay. Pushing up, so people are flowing and pushing into Bitcoin right here. Alright, so that's really interesting. I'm actually liking that. As I'm seeing this, let me look at the USDT dominance. Alright, so money flowing back out into the markets, which is really good and interesting because I think we might pop, and if we pop and we hold above that, we can actually move towards the upside. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the total overall on the immediate short term. You know, same concept over there. Look at that. That's the 800 right there. So the 200 crossed above the 800. Actually, that's definitely something bullish. Let me go to the 15 minute and see what's happening. Okay, so yeah, the 50 is crossed above that, and that's on the 15 minute, and yeah, we're at 1 trillion. Let me go to the Bitcoin chart, and that's on the 15 minute. 50, yep, 50 crossing over. Okay, and that's on the 15 minute. Alright, so yeah, so the 50 is crossing over to 200 on the 15 minute, and we're actually up, and the 50 EMA is up towards it, yeah, at 23.44. So that's actually interesting. We're below the daily open because Sydney opened, and then we actually pulled all the way back, hit that 50 and bounced, and then when Tokyo opened, it's pretty much holding below that daily level. Okay, so that's something that we would be watching and looking out for. All right, let's go to the 30, because the 30 is pretty good to trade in blocks to see what's happening. This is the M2 zone, and that's right at the 50 EMA. Okay, and we're heading up towards that. So I definitely want to see, stuff happening here. Let's see. Okay, so the 200 went back below the 800. So we want to see that turned up towards the upside. Okay, but, it could be a possibility, to come back and tap that at a 1-3 zone there. All right. So we definitely want to see what's happening with that. And I'll go ahead and see. Let me just go ahead and check my mic here so I can get this settings. All right. Okay. Check. All right. I just had to make sure I got that for our peeps there, for everybody that's rocking. Okay, that's rocking with it. All right, so we got our pressure over here. Yeah, I'm waiting for it to dry. Yeah. Here, you want to sit like this? Yep. Okay. Where am I at? Okay, on the 30-minute, I'm looking at the Bitcoin price. All right. So now we're going to talk about. Actually, let me go into the charts and then talk about that. Okay, I'm going to go into short term on the other tokens so you can see what's happening here. Ethereum on the 1 hour. Okay, you can see all this level that we had here. All right. And that was actually an area of resistance. We were right above that 800, and that was acting as support, the 800 moving average on the 1 hour. So that was acting as support. So that's definitely something that I would watch there. Okay, and let's see here. We got everybody rocking. Okay, we got it rocking. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's push it. Okay, so Ethereum on the short term, medium short term. Look at that. Tapping on the 1 hour, the 200. I want to see if this next 1 hour candle closes below that 200, okay? Because the 50 EMA. All right, so let's go to more immediate short term, just so we can see. Let's go to the 30 for y'all real quick. RSI turned down. Ethereum heading for those levels, so it looks like we might go ahead and pop that if we do head for the 1,620 level here. And you know, the 50 is coming up towards there, and then really immediate short term, okay, for Ethereum. Yes, look at that, where we're going below this 5. So if we head towards this and we hit the 200 and close at least 1-2 candlestick, and then we come towards the upside, that could be some quick movements for some scalp trades, okay? Just had to get some water on that one. Okay. Binance, BNB. So this is where we rock out, okay? And this is where all of our projects are at. Okay, so shout out to those projects building out that utility, okay, which is awesome. All right, and good morning, my dude. Shout out live right now on YouTube. Say hi, guys. Okay, so we're gonna talk about BNB. All right, and BNB project. Okay, so talking about BNB now. Kumamon is a BSC project. Okay, so we can rock that, and you'll find all that information inside the chat. So we'll actually show you guys a bit about that. Okay, so you can see. All right, hit the chat. Okay. With utility. All right. Yeah, make sure you do it over something.
Yep.
Okay. So with utility on those tokens there. So awesome building project, full team experience, rocked out, pushed a bunch of projects, okay, got it rocking, and definitely development is on the upside. So much utility has come out in just the time that it has launched, okay, and you can see how bullish it has been moving, which is awesome. Slow moon, nothing crazy to the volume, actually on the charts. This is longer term. This is like 1 hour volume. They started off with 10 BNB liquidity. Now it's at 87 BNB. Market cap is at 224,000. So it's definitely a nice move towards the upside, and that's what you can see. And definitely they have their D apps built out all the way from, you got your stake going on already right there, okay? And you got the NFTs. Look at this, bullish. Out of 2,000 NFTs, they're so close to filling that. And then they're going to do NFT battles, which is awesome because we can show you this actually on the Twitter with all the information that's been pushing out here. There's just so much that you can see that is going on with this project. It's definitely bullish, and the team is, everybody's doing their part in their positions and pushing and rocking the project, and that's why I'm saying it's awesome, because it's not only a meme coin, it's a utility, a community, and it's going to be built all the way up, continuous rocking. We know the right times. We do it strategically with our weekly rock and pushing, all right? So we got that going on, okay? All right. So definitely bullish on that. Okay, so BNB, and this is on the 1 hour, so it looks like BNB hit that 200 EMA on the 1 hour. Okay, and I didn't want to see it close below that, so let me go ahead down to shorter time frames. All right, immediate short term. RSI did pull back, and it ended up bouncing. Actually, RSI, now it looks like it's trying to come up towards that. All right, but I like actually seeing this level here, because that could give us that movement that we need. And this is on the short term, so I want to see, like, if I'm looking at the 30 and I see the 50 cross over to the 200, okay, and then it pops above this daily open. That would definitely be awesome for BNB, because you can see our resistance that we're going to hit over here at the 310. So I would really like to see what's going to happen at that. It might pull back a bit after that, because it has its resistance right here on the 30-minute at the 309, 310 area. So it's going to act as resistance. Can we turn that resistance into support? Okay, and that would be something that we'd be watching out for. Now, we're going to come back to BNB in a second, but this is actually affecting the market because the DXY, okay, so you can actually see on gold, they were moving into gold, okay, gold safe haven asset, okay, but then as soon as the DXY started pushing and the dollar value index was increasing, you can see that they started moving back into the dollar value index, and when that happens, that's when crypto starts to pull back a bit, because they're moving and it tends to follow. Can't wait for the day for Bitcoin to follow its own trails. You know, the day for Bitcoin to follow its own separation from the actual stock markets, because we do follow and watch the S&P, because you can see the S&P here, and this is on a longer term, this is on the daily, okay? The moving average is pushing, but they're really pushing, and the market just has so much news that was hawkish and then bullish. So there's going to be a lot of stuff happening as these markets open into this week, all right? So back to our BNB. Let's go ahead, all right? We talked about that 1 hour, okay? And let's see. All right. So here we go, 4 hour, okay? So that 50 is hitting the 200 moving average. So what I'm saying is I want that to definitely not close below that on the 4 hour, okay? Our 800 is down here at that 294, so you can see when we tapped that the other day when we talked about it, and then we moved towards the upside. All right, and now we have our area of support right there, and 303 to 305, because 305 is the M2 pivot zone. Okay, so we want to see that. Let's go look at the daily real quick. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the daily. Now the daily open over here, okay, has been hitting that moving average area. It has been hitting that moving average area, okay, and we are, and this is on the daily, there goes the 50 EMA, okay, and if you can't get it, I can get it. You just let me know. while I'm doing the video, I can still do it. Alright, so this is on the daily, okay? So let's see, the 50 pulled above the 200. The 200's above the 800, okay? So we really haven't crossed that 200 over that on the daily, which is, yes, that's something that I would be, you know, looking at overall for the markets. Okay, so for the markets, all right, let me just do this. Okay, all right. Let me just move my keyboard up. Okay. And then this is on the daily, so you can see, all right, so the 50 here crossed above the 200, and that's on the daily, and we've been riding this, okay? And then the 200 was acting as support on the daily, all right? And then that's something that we would be wanting to pay attention to, you know, in the overall, you know, term of the market, okay? So Binance utilizes, you know, all their smart contracts, and then that's how people are able to build on Binance, on BNB. So that's just something that, you know, it's been like, and I'm gonna actually show you something in a minute here. We're gonna show you how that works, and we're gonna look at some contracts. Yeah, we're gonna look at some contracts, and we're going to see what the deal is on Binance. Okay? And we're just looking at the overall. Let me get this mouse plugged back in. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my mouse is on the Bluetooth, and it pooped it out for me. All right. Okay. So on those moving average terms, okay, you had definite moves to the upside, all right, and that's on the daily, okay, and you can see that we want bullish news. I want bullish news. I want to see some stuff happen in the markets, okay, for the news that's going to be coming out today. All right, so far for the markets. Okay, so we talked about Binance enough, okay, and we rocked out. Let me just swing back over for you guys, and then let's look at crypto quant. Okay, so let's see, we want to come over here, price statistics, exchange, on indicators, miners, and see how everything's going, and reserves. So let's go ahead and see what's happening, okay, on the exchange net flow, okay, exchange reserves, price and statistics, okay, and you can see Bitcoin price, 24-hour volumes, and in 30 days. So that's something I wanted to look at. And on the year, we all want a bull run. Bitcoin's all-time high at that 69, okay, circulating supply pushing out there with that, and then we'll be coming up soon into the halving for Bitcoin. We'll just look at this real quick. Pharma companies team up. You know, there's a lot of different bullish information out there, but let me actually just go to Bitcoin right there. Again, guys, smash that like button, show that love, okay, and show that what ups, because we can get it. All right, shout outs in the chats, shout outs, and much more, because we want to see what you guys got going on, okay? So that's definitely something amazing that we can see happening there, okay? So let me go ahead and hold that down. Let's just see real quick. So Bitcoin may need only 4 weeks to hit 30K as monthly close looms, okay? Monthly close is in a couple days. Let's just look back at that. So we talked about BNB and how we want to be, okay? And then actually real quick, I'll tell you on Doge on the daily, okay? So I actually want to see us start to move towards these moving averages. So I do want to close, and I want to turn the 5 towards the upside and see the RSI come to the even marks and ranges, okay? All right. And let's go back to Bitcoin real quick, and let's go to the monthly. Okay, and let's look at the monthly close candle, and then actually we need more information. Okay, so you can see on the monthly close, RSI pulling towards mid-range, okay? And if we close above that 50 EMA on that monthly close, that would definitely be something that would be bullish for the market overall, turned up, okay? And definitely something we can see. We tapped well below those levels, you know, when we were at 19K, all right? And then even the shorter term moving averages, so I do want to see those cross over, which would definitely be something that would be awesome. And then you could see that we almost flipped EMA ribbons, you know, to the downside, but we're starting to come into them as resistance. And let me just look real quick again at the daily and see how we're coming into the EMA ribbons, and then we're catching those support areas with heavy support right there, you know, at the ranges we talked about before, RSI turning up. And then let's go ahead and look at the weekly, okay, and see where we're at. So on the weekly, okay, when the weekly closes in Sunday, and we just had weekly close, we got rejected at the 200, you know, because we had tapped that the other day at the 25K. So let's see if this week we can pull up and close a candle above that. That would definitely be bullish. We're starting to flip those EMA ribbons. We're in an overbought range, so we do want to tap off these lines. You can see this line right here, like that yellow line. So that's something that we do want to see happen, okay? And then this is basically on the daily. We can't see what's happening. Let's go Bitcoin real quick. Okay, on the 1 hour, let's go ahead and see on the 1 hour what is happening here. All right, and yes, we're flipping the EMA ribbons, okay, into the sessions. We tapped that. 5 is still extended. Okay, we are coming into the M3 pivot zone. All right, I want to see it come up to that 1 hour marks there, rocking out. Okay, grab your Kuma NFTs, go ahead and hit it. Check out the project, check it out, check out all the information that we got going on, okay, and what we got happening over here. So we got this for you guys if you just want to go ahead, chill, rock out, chill with the community. Mad love and respect to you guys. As always, don't forget to stop by Twitter, okay, hit that Twitter page up, follow Twitter, and rock out with us at Trades for Radio, just chilling and rocking and getting with it, guys. Okay. Mad love and respect. Thank you for chilling with J Strategies, the latest and greatest crypto